Hi, and welcome back to my channel where I discuss change and really how to get yourself unstuck and make yourself more attractive in your career, your business, and your life. So, I'm going to talk today about the three things to never say on a professional or a personal profile. So, it could be your LinkedIn profile, it could be your resume, it could be your dating profile, anything. Number one is empty phrases, what I call fluff phrases. Things like team player, um, people person, things like that. They're empty. There's no substance to it. Now, how do you know if it's a fluff phrase? Everyone's saying it. It means nothing, right? So, who is not going to say they're a people person? Who is not going to say they're a team player, right? So, saying team player or people person is it means nothing. No one looks at that and says, you know what? I'm not a people person. That counts me out. I'm not going to apply for this job, right? So, fluff phrases. And there are other phrases too that really are generic and mean nothing. So, again, in any profile, look at your LinkedIn, your resume. They're all sort of marketing pieces that should be your time to shine, right? Even a dating profile, right? Your time to shine. How are you different? What makes you you? And how are you different than other people? So when you say things like people player or people person, team player, it's not going to separate yourself from the other thousands of people saying the same thing. If you're on a social profile, a dating site, or dating profile, for example, things like I like to go out. Sometimes I like to go out, and sometimes I like to stay in. It's empty. It's an empty phrase, a filler. Because are there other options besides staying out or going out or staying in? No. I like to have a good time. I like to have fun, hang with friends. All those things, everybody likes it. So it doesn't mean anything. So you want to treat space on a resume, a LinkedIn profile, dating profile, anything like real estate. Everything you say has a very specific meaning, and you're very careful. You're succinct in what you say, and everything you say has meaning. Now, that's particularly true on resumes where people only look at it for seconds, they scan it. So, what I recommend you do is you chuck the objective and make it really punchy text, like an overview, and have it be all really meaningful phrases. The second thing to never say is things that are overly self aggrandizing. What does that mean? Those are things that are huge exaggerations that are not true, that people can poke holes in. One common example on, say, on LinkedIn, on a profile like LinkedIn, is best-selling author, and then you look into it, and your book hasn't come out yet, so you're not. It's just an exaggeration, right? So you don't want to be overly self-aggrandizing, like world expert in says who says you, right? So let your work speak for itself. Let your content, your personality speak for itself. And everything is a cause and effect, right? If you mention something, always put the result. This is one of the most common things people don't do on resumes is I did this, this was the result. They don't do that. So let your work, let your personality speak for itself. The third thing that people should never do on a social or professional profile is not nailing the impression, right? You look at these profiles like extensions of yourself and your personality. And when you meet someone, you look them in the eye and you are deliberate in your speech and what you say. You're clear, you're deliberate, you slow down. If you're looking elsewhere and looking around, it's an impression. And people always notice two things about you in an impression. Number one is your competence, and number two is your warmth. They always notice those two things about you in an impression: your competence and your warmth. So if you know, every interaction, even on a social profile, think of it like a handshake, right? You're shaking someone's hand, you're looking at them in the eye, and competence and warmth. So again, the three things you never do: empty phrases and fluff, overly self-aggrandizing, and not nailing the impression. So hopefully those tips are helpful. I elaborate on some of those in other videos as well. So if you like this video and you would like some more tips, please like and subscribe and check out my other videos. And until next time.